Blessings, family. Just me, your girl. I hope you're all good. Coming to you with a bit of a different video today. So, I have been connecting with the goddess that is Medusa. The goddess, the mother, the priestess that is Medusa. And I have been connecting with her over the past few months after she called to me and she encouraged me to share this video today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring through a couple of direct messages that Medusa shared with me to share with you all. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to share with you a little bit about how it is that I connected with her and how she called to me. And I think it's really important to do that because whenever anyone is connected with any type of goddess or deity or ascended master, that journey with that deity or ascended master is a very individual one. And so how that deity or ascended master presents themselves to you is going to be very unique and different and individual to each person. I'm somebody that when it comes down to, let's say, divination and practice, I'm not really big on rules as such. However, I am deeply anchored in respect. And so I think it's really important to just share the way that it's come through for me so that you can see if you have a resonance with that, to see if there's anything you can learn from that. And if you don't, then you can just leave it and move on. All right. So I'm going to start off with the channeled messages that came through from Medusa. All right. So she states, you are being called and you know it. Your heart has been pulling at you for some time. The red thread that leads back to the ancient wisdom of your soul has been tugging at you now for some time. Your wounding of persecution and shame that still hides in your shadow has been keeping you locked in fear within your mind. You are here to embrace your uniqueness, not to get lost in a false sense of perfection. Your heart knows the way. The path of the priestess, the call of the priestess, the journey of the priestess isn't an aesthetic, focusing only on how one looks. Nor is it in the place that you choose to live. It is who you are on a cellular level. It's your entire being. It's the spark that shines from within your soul, which warms and embraces your darkness within. As this too is a part of you and holds much medicine, wisdom, and power. Your freedom and your authenticity is non-negotiable, and anything or anyone who feels different will see the truth in time. Honor the priestess within you and allow her to lead the way now, not by fixing or doing, but merely by being. Unapologetically in your fullest expression. Your shackles of victimhood are broken now. It is time for your power to be felt. Whew. So those were the channeled messages that she brought through, and it'll be really interesting just to see in the comments you know, which one of you has any kind of resonance with what she brought through, because that message was very, very clear. That message there is to those of you in the collective who have been feeling that call to the path of the priestess, because Medusa herself, she was a priestess. I know that there are many mythologies and stories and opinions about her journey. And again, this video isn't to teach you about those mythologies. It's to share with you my experience with the goddess and encourage you to, should you feel the call or should she call you, to connect with her in your own way. So just to read a little bit about how it is that she connected with me. So she's been calling to me for, I'd say, over a year now. And it was very subtle at first, you know, because my mind was quite busy. I had a lot going on in my personal life. And so I could see her kind of popping up, but I thought, okay, I see you, I see you, I see you. And then it was over the last few months where it was like, boom, I'm here. I was seeing the sign of the serpent, the snake everywhere, that Kundalini energy, like the snakes in her hair. I was just seeing them everywhere. I'd be going out to the supermarket, going for walks in nature, meeting up with people, and they were just symbols everywhere. And I was like, okay, she's calling me. I hear her. Now, a lot of people have, you know, lots of rules and sort of things that you should do when you connect with a goddess or a deity. Again, I'm not big on rules, but I'm anchored in respect. And Medusa is not the first deity or dark feminine energy that I have connected with. Or, you know, I am an initiated priestess of the rose, and that's the path that I chose to go down. However, I've connected with many, many different deities along my journey, you know, from Mary Magdalene to Kuan Yin, to Mother Mary, to Sekhmet, to Baba Yaga, and the list goes on, all right? But in each of these initiations and every time that I've been called, rather than me kind of going on a journey of researching these deities and reading and watching videos, I was always shown that I was to sit with this deity, sit with them and feel them and really connect with what that deity meant for me. Again, this is an individual journey. We're all part of the collective, so we'll all come together in a way, but the journey is individual, right? Excuse me. And so once I heard the call, I carved out some time and I actually bought myself a serpent pendant. And I created a little altar for Medusa, and I just sat in meditation over the period of a few days. And the very first day that I connected with her, her energy, I mean, it was just overwhelming. Overwhelming love, fierce power. I've not felt anything like that before, you know, and I didn't know what to expect. Again, you know, I've obviously heard of Medusa before, but when I actually felt her, I just purged. I just was so emotional by the love that I felt. But don't get it twisted, she doesn't fuck around. She doesn't fuck around. Medusa comes into your life in particular when it's time for you to fully step into your power in whatever shape or form that is, all right? Wherever you are on your journey, you know, this isn't just for one particular person, wherever you are. This could be stepping into your power with how you hold your boundaries. This could be stepping into your power within, I don't know, a business that you might be running and expanding on that. This could be stepping into your power with the art that you create and how you express that. It can go across the board because the path of the priestess, as Medusa brought through in that channeled message, it isn't an aesthetic. The priestess is the woman that you see serving you at the supermarket. The priestess is the mother that sits at home with her children all day. The priestess is also the artist, the woman who paints and sells her artwork, her healing artwork. How the priestess shows up in your life or how you choose to show up as a priestess is going to be very individual to you. And that's what I was really getting from the message that she was bringing through. It's like, you might be having some fear about stepping onto this path because you're not sure on how you'll be perceived or how it is that you should be doing it. And I'm here to let you know that how you should be doing it is however the fuck it is you want to be doing it. As long as it's coming from your heart space, you cannot go wrong. So anyway, she came through to me and I felt that overwhelming love. And she said to me, I am the mother that you need at this time. Now, I'm somebody who's, you know, worked a lot on a mother wounding, and there was this energy coming through from the mother wounding that was asking to be cleared. So it all really, really made sense for me at that time. And again, she does not fuck around. If you are somebody who finds that, you know, you have been, let's kind of use the word bullying, for example, you know, where people tend to pick on you for whatever reason, or, you know, just pick at you for whatever reason. Or if you're somebody who has ever experienced any type of SA, anything along those lines, Medusa is the deity, the mother, the priestess, the goddess that you will call on. She is here to help you to go into those wounds that are in the shadow, to help you to alchemize them and transmute them. But in transmuting them, it's not that you're to be rebirthed and reborn into this role of perfection and have this beautiful aesthetic. And it's not about that. It's about you being raw and unapologetic and owning the fuck out of who you are, all of who you are. And trust and believe me, she will push you to do that. She will push you to do that. When I think about Medusa, I'm someone who's obviously worked with tarot, you know, from some of my other videos. If I was to put her into like an archetype of one of the tarot cards, it would definitely be the Empress with the Queen of Swords. She has that mothering, nurturing, expansive, sit on her throne and receive energy. But that Queen of Swords, she is the fucking truth. She is not here to play around. And anywhere where you are living a lie or anyone is trying to project lies onto you, she will cut through the BS and it will be seen. So yes, she is here as protection for you. If you need her, you know, you would call her in for protection. But she's going to call you out on your shit too, because she wants to see you in the role, in your full being, in the person that you came here to be. My journey with her hasn't ended yet. She's coming through me in all sorts of ways, especially with my creative work, and I'm loving it. But I'm not going to lie, it hasn't always been comfortable. So be warned. Be warned, okay? Now, so like I said to you, one of the ways that I connect with her is through meditation. When it's time to connect with Medusa, some people say, you know, that you have to wait for the goddess to call on you. You can choose to connect with a deity should you desire to, all right? But if you do choose to do that, I would just invite you to always ask permission first. So go into a meditation, set the intention to connect with Medusa. If you feel that she could support you with some of the shadow work that you might need to move through, old woundings that you need to work through, setting healthier boundaries for yourself, whatever it is, all right? Set that intention, but then ask permission. And once you've got that permission, then proceed to hear her messages and flow into the initiation with her as it's meant to flow. But like I said, for me, and I know this will be the same for many of you, she came to me. She was knocking on my auric door for a minute. And that, I wouldn't say it was resistance. My headspace was just somewhere very different. But once I opened up to her, it has been quite a journey and a beautiful journey. Yes, like I said, there's been a bit of discomfort, but whenever you're beginning to embrace and caress your edges and expand into a newer, better, higher version of yourself, shit's not comfortable. That's not comfortable. But in order to do that and fully be in your power in that way, you have to, all of the ascending work that you've been doing, you have to do the descending work. You have to come down into the roots, into the shadow, into the darkness in the underworld. And that's what she's here to support you with. I'm going to leave that here today. It'd be really interesting just to hear your stories of Medusa, if you've connected with her in the past, how that happened for you. That'd be really good to hear in the comments. But yeah, if you do choose to connect with her, enjoy the journey, hear the call, and I love you dearly. Take care.